the division of integers and the properties of integers, and also one of the example. Right. So in this class we are going to solve the exercise 1.4. So let's solve one by one. The first question is evaluate each of the following. Right. So here they are given the 9 questions. So I have taken the 3 different questions. Okay. The rest of the problem you do your own. Okay. So first one I have taken F question, 0 divided by minus 12. So while I am explaining the properties of an integer, I said that 0 is divided by any integer. The quotient is 0 itself. Right. So which is equals to, we can write it as an answer 0 divided by minus 12, which is equals to 0 itself. But you don't, while you are dividing 0 by any integer, so don't consider about the signs. Why? Because 0 is neither a positive number nor a negative number. Neither a positive integer nor a negative integer. Okay. Then the H question is minus 36 divided by 12 is divided by 3. Okay. So first you remove the square bracket by dividing the 36 by 12. So first divide 36 and 12 as a whole number, then keep the sign. Okay. So 12 how much are 36? So answer. So 12 how much are 36? 12 3 are 36. Then minus divided by plus is minus divided by 3. Then 3 how much are 3? 3 1 are 3. Then minus divided by plus is minus. Clear? Then the I question is minus 6 plus 5 divided by minus 2 plus 1. Okay. So first remove the bracket and divide the integers. Okay. So minus 6 plus 5 is, we know that, so minus 6 plus 5 are different, having different signs, so we have to subtract here. 6 minus 5 is 1. Here the greater number is 6. It has a sign minus. Okay. Then keep the bracket and divide it by, so minus 2 plus 1. Here also you may see 2 has minus sign, 1 has plus sign, means different signs. So subtract here. 2 minus 1 is 1, and your greater number is 2. It has a sign minus. Then divide here, minus 1 divided by minus 1 is equals to, so 1 1 are 1, so minus divided by minus is plus 1. Okay. And the second question is, so verify the following. A divided by B plus C is not equal to A divided by B plus A divided by C for the following values. So here they are given the value of A, B and C. So we have to substitute these values in the given property, or so what is the rule here. So we have to substitute and we have to check whether it is equal or not. Okay. So first write down here, it is the LHS part. A divided by B plus C is the LHS part, and A divided by B plus A divided by C is the RHS part. So first I will take the LHS part. Okay. So now I will take LHS is equals to A divided by B plus C. Okay. So what is the value of A here? The value of A is 12 divided by value of B is given, that is minus 4, plus value of C is given, that is plus 2. So okay. So divide here. First remove the bracket. So write the 12 as it is. 12 divided by minus 4 plus 2. So 4 and 2 has different signs. So subtract here. 4 minus 2 is 2, and 4 is the greater number. It has a minus sign. Okay. So now you divide 2 how much are 1. So 2 how much are 2. So you may write and divide like this also. Otherwise you can write in the form of a fraction and divide here. Okay. So 2 1 are 2, 6 are, so plus by minus is minus 6. Right. So the LHS is equals to minus 6. Then let's take the RHS. Then RHS is equals to A divided by B plus A divided by C. Okay, now substitute the value of A, B, C here. So value of A is 12 divided by value of B is minus 4 plus value of A is value of A is 12 divided by value of C is 2. Okay, then first remove the bracket and simplify this. So 12 divided by minus 4 means 4 how much jump 12? That is 4 3 jump 12. So plus divided by minus is minus, keep the bracket, and plus. So 12 divided by 2, 2 how much jump 12? 2 6 jump 12. So which is equals to minus 3 plus 6 is 3, and here the greater number is 6, it has a sign plus. So we can see here minus 6 and plus 3 are not equal, right? So we can write it as LHS is not equal to RHS, hence verified. Therefore, hence verified. Clear? So with the same time there is a B question, so you may try to solve it. Okay? Then let's go to the third main. So in the third main they are given here filling the blanks. So these are very easy to fill. So you may also fill in the textbook and also in the notes. Okay? Yes. I will go to the next question, that is write 5 pairs of integers a comma b such that a divided by b is equals to minus 3. One such pair is 6 comma minus 2, and because 6 divided by minus 2 is equals to minus 3. So here they said, so if we divide any two integers, we will get the quotient as minus 3. So here they are given one of the pair, that is 6 and minus 2. If we divide 6 divided by minus 2, I will get the quotient as minus 3. So which are those such pairs? So we have to write on the 5 pairs. Okay. So first pair is, so I will take it as minus 15 divided by 5. So minus 15 divided by 5 is equals to minus 3. Right? It is one of the pair, and the other pair is 27 divided by minus 9, which is equals to minus 3. Okay, then next (75) divided by minus 25, which is equals to minus 3. Then you may take very easy example, minus 3 divided by 1, which is equals to minus 3. Right? The last pair is, what we can write? So minus 30 divided by 10, which is equals to minus 3. Right? So these are the 5 such pairs. Okay? It's clear? Yes. Then let's go to solve the fifth question. The fifth question is, the temperature at 12 noon was 10 degrees Celsius above 0. So if it decreases at the rate of 2 degrees Celsius per hour, so until midnight, so at what time would the temperature be 8 degrees Celsius below 0? So what would be the temperature at midnight? Okay, so here what we have to find out here. So first we have to find out at what time the temperature would be the 8 degrees Celsius, that is below the 0, right? So you may see here, so I have drawn a number line, so it says that the temperature. Okay, they said that at 12 noon the temperature is 10 degrees Celsius above 0. It is above 0 means it is a positive integer 10 degrees Celsius. Okay, so here there is a 10 degrees Celsius and the temperature is decreases for every hour 2 degrees Celsius. Right? So if it is decreases 2 degrees Celsius means we have to jump 2 degrees Celsius. It is for 1 hour. for 1 hour, for 1 hour. For 1 hour it decreases 2 degree Celsius, right? So here 2 degree Celsius, and for 1 hour it decreases 2 degree Celsius, and for half an hour it decreases 1 degree Celsius. Right? What they are asking here, at what time would the temperature be 8 degrees Celsius below 0? So at what time the temperature is 8 degrees Celsius, that is below 0. Below 0 means it is minus 8 degrees Celsius. At what time? Let's find here. So for 1 hour it decreases 2 degrees Celsius. Like that it decreases for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Right? 6, 7, 8 and 9. For 9 hours the temperature was minus 8 degree Celsius. Right? So it is in the afternoon. Afternoon 12 o'clock it was 10 degrees Celsius. After 1 hour is 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At 9 o'clock means in the night time, 9 p.m. At 9 p.m. the temperature was minus 8 degree Celsius. Right? So first write down the sentences here. Solution. The temperature decreases. The temperature decreases 2 degree Celsius is equals to for 1 hour. Okay, that, and it decreases for 1 degree Celsius is equals to for half an hour. Right? So for 1 hour 2 degree Celsius, for 1 degree Celsius in a half an hour. So how much degree temperature is decreases? So here it is 10 to 8 means it is 18 degrees Celsius it is decreases. Right? Then write down here the temperature decreases 80 degrees Celsius, which is equals to 80 into half an hour, which is equals to 9 hours. We get that is 9 hours. Okay? Yes. What is the total time? Yes, the total time is equals to, it is in the afternoon 12 o'clock, right? It is 12 hours plus after that 9 hours, which is equals to 21 hours. Then therefore, so 21 hours means in the railway timing we can say it as a 9 p.m. It is 9 p.m. So therefore, at 9 p.m. the temperature was would be 8 degrees Celsius below 0. Okay. So what would be the temperature at midnight? So midnight means at night 12 o'clock, right? So it is minus 8 degrees Celsius for 9 o'clock, right? So at 9 p.m. and what would be the 10 p.m. means at 12 o'clock midnight. What is the 12 midnight? What is the temperature? So you may see here at 10 o'clock it is minus 10 degrees Celsius. For 11 o'clock it is minus 12 degrees Celsius. For 12 it will be the minus 14 degrees Celsius. Right? So here they ask what would be the temperature at midnight. Below zero, and the temperature at midnight and the temperature at midnight is equals to minus 4 degrees Celsius, 14 degrees Celsius. It's clear? Yes. And the sixth question is about what I have solved the example in the previous class. It is similar to that. So you solve the question number 6. Then next I will go to take the question number 7. Okay. The last question is 7.1. An elevator descends into a mine shaft at the rate of 6 meters per minute. So if the descent starts from 10 meters above the ground level, how long will it take to reach minus 350 meters? So here an elevator. So elevator means like a lift. Okay, to lift the things. So here it will be a mine shaft. So mine shaft means digging the minerals in below the ground for the human purpose, right? So here the elevator descends into a mine shaft at the rate of 6 meters per minute. So in 1 minute it will take 6 meters below the ground. So if the descent starts from the 10 meters above the ground, the process will start from 10 meters above the ground, and after it will reach the after it will go to the reverse opposite direction to the ground, and to reach and how long time it will take to reach the minus 350 meter. So here they are given the elevator descends at a mine shaft at the rate of 6 meters, right? The distance above the ground level is how much? So first one is the distance above the ground level, that is 10 meters. Alright, so write down your 7.1 solution. So starting position of mine shaft means here narrow. So mine shaft is equals to 10 meters. The distance travels below the ground. Distance travels below the ground. Ground is equals to, it is below the ground, so we have to take it as minus 350 meter. Okay, so the next, the total distance means we have to add these two. Okay, so the total distance is equals to, the total distance is equals to 10 meter. So it is moved towards the opposite direction of the ground, so it is minus 350 meter, which is equals to 360 meter. Okay, so the time taken to cover a 6 meter is equals to 1 minute, right? Then write down the time taken to cover, cover 6 meter is equals to by 1 minute. Then what is the time taken to cover 1 meter is equals to 1 by 6 minutes. Okay, so then write down the time taken to cover 1 meter is equals to 1 by 6 minutes. then the time taken to cover a distance of 360 meter. The time taken to cover a distance of 360 meter. The time taken to cover 360 meter is equals to how much? So 1 by 6 into 360. So 1 by 6 into 360 meter. Okay, so which is equals to 6 1 ja, 6 6 ja 36, 6 0 ja 0. So which is equals to 60 minutes. So 60 minutes is equals to 1 hour. Alright. So the time taken to cover the distance 360 meter is equals to 1 hour. It's clear? So by this I have completed the lesson integers. Right? So once we recall about the integers. So in the first part we have learned the addition and subtraction of integers and the properties of addition of subtraction of integers, and multiplication, division properties, and how to multiply and divide the like signs and unlike signs, right? So and also we have solved the exercises, right? So after this video I will send the assignment questions, so you have to write those assignment questions in your notes. Okay, after at last, so you have to write the concept map of the lesson integers. Okay, so at last I would like to say integers are the fountainhead of all the mathematics. So by saying this I would like to wind up this class. Thank you.